folks, Big Sean Kramars and Russ Pasenzia from the Closed Fist, back with a huge main event here on Flower City's Top of the Class. We have a brawl coming up, a Lumberjack Match. Uncle Skilsaw and Chris Cayden are going to throw down right now.
Yeah, Uncle Skilsaw drove the beer truck from Strangler's Knob.
I hope somebody checked his BAC before he got behind the wheel.
BAC, yeah, right.
The Infinite logo comes up on the machine when he blows.
That's why the machine doesn't work anymore.
Oh my goodness, he broke it. He done broke it.
He done broke it for sure. But this is going to be a fight. This is not going to be anything for the faint of heart. As Chris Cayden comes out and he's already pointing fingers and whatnot.
I'll tell you what, this is going to be a barn burner. These guys have been at each other's throats for months, going back to that 6-man tag match a couple months back. We saw those two knocking along, and it's just kind of grown and escalated from there. We've had casket matches, we've had all-out brawls, Defiance at Strangler's Knob. We've had like awesome stuff, and this seems to be like a fitting finale for the whole thing.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if there's an ending in sight. The hate between Defiance and Rhythm and Booze goes so deep, and now we have. Look at these two. These two are just like throwing punches. This is a pure 6 brawl right now.
Yeah, they're out to hurt each other. Oh my goodness! Skilsaw just rippling the chest of Chris Cayden early in the contest.
Rippling doesn't even give it justice, and look at Cayden just flailing away.
And neither of these guys will be denied. They are fighting to the death right here on Top of the Class.
Fighting to the death is an understatement at this point because these two are, I don't know if there's an end in sight to this feud.
You know, it's going to be interesting. This should be the end of the feud because of all the pieces that are in place here, but these Lumberjacks are kind of an X factor in this contest. Whoever ends up first on the outside might be in some serious trouble.
I mean, could we dare say that this is a blood feud at this point? Because there's hate that runs so deep between Defiance and Rhythm and Booze at this point.
Oh, no doubt about it. A blood feud is a good way to describe it. It's surprising that the Colonel isn't in attendance tonight for this crazy contest.
Well, you know what, the Colonel, he's out guarding the beer truck. So, you know.
If by guarding you mean laying down with a hose in his mouth, you might be right.
Hey, somebody's got to do it.
This is true. These guys are just beating the hell out of each other in this contest, Russ.
You're not going to see wrestling moves. You're not going to see the fancy moves off the top rope. And if you look at there's a chokehold with Uncle Skilsaw right there. This is just a pure 6 brawl fight. And with the Lumberjacks at ringside, if anybody tries to escape, they'll just throw them right back in.
I think they'll take liberties. We'll have to see, though.
Hey, liberties could be. Hey, this is where your past rivalry.
Oh my goodness!
This is where your past feuds come into play as well.
Yeah, for sure. And these guys have, like we said, quite a history with each other, and it's coming to a head tonight here. Nothing like a good old rake of the eye, buddy.
Oh my goodness! Nothing stops anything faster than a good old rake or poke to the eye.
Cayden decided it was lunchtime on Uncle Skilsaw's poor skull.
Oh, hey, you know what? Man's got to eat. Just saying.
Oh my goodness, and another shot right to the chest of Chris Cayden, followed up by another.
I think Chris Cayden could wear a bulletproof vest right now. It still wouldn't matter. Those chops by Uncle Skilsaw just reverberate throughout the arena.
All the way to the outside goes Cayden. Uh-oh. He's surrounded by people who don't like him very much.
And this is what I mean, past feuds. What do we have here? Oh my goodness, you see.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go.
I guess Cayden's pleasantries and begging didn't work.
No, and karma is a.
Yeah. This is a PG show. We're not going to do that, Russ.
Karma is a bad thing. Let's put it that way.
It depends on who's the recipient. For some people, karma is a very good thing.
Oh, karma right now for Chris Cayden is a bad thing. Also with a bit of a splash there.
Yeah, all the weight, only good for 2, though.
I will say this. Uncle Skilsaw, really doesn't have all that much wrestling skill, but I'll tell you what, he is a brawler, he's a fighter. You have to beat him down to get it.
I'll tell you what though, Russ, you can have all the wrestling skill in the entire world. If you can't fight, you are not going to succeed in this business. So Skill Scouts have got a leg up for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what, Chris Cayden, he's a veteran of this business. He's an opportunist to the up team. All he needs is one little opening.
That might be it right there.
And he could steal it, and right there.
Cayden with a chop of his own. Lining him up one more time. Skilsaw says no. Oh, that forearm will change things, though.
Oh, what a shot that was.
Just hammering away in the corner is Chris Cayden on Uncle Skilsaw.
Oh, man, I mean, that... nobody wants to be the recipient of those forearms.
Look at the strength of Skilsaw. Oh, into the corner.
Oh.
Hard into the buckle.
Oh, the shoulder attack. Right in the midstream. That's such good.
You see the look in Cayden's eye once that chop hit?
Oh, and the reaction of some of the lumberjacks out at ringside.
I mean, you can't help but cringe. That nasty sound.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm cringing right now. I'm like, oh.
Oh, it's a must. Uncle Skilsaw resourceful though. I don't know if you saw in the corner right there. Not only was he choking Chris Cayden, he was also poking the eyes at the same time.
Some people call that dirty. I call that resourcefulness.
Hey, you gotta have it in some way, shape, or form. All right, Cayden got a hold of Skilsaw here. All the way to the outside. And Cayden needs a minute here.
Now we're going to see if anybody likes Uncle Skilsaw.
Hey, for all we know, Skilsaw doesn't care. He's just going to take them all out.
He's like, I'll go back in on my turn.
This is a fight you can't win, Uncle Skilsaw. It's like 8-on-1 out here.
We got the Lumberjacks working over Uncle Skilsaw now.
Cayden getting that rest time he needs to recover here, too.
That's key. That's key in a match like this because these matches are grueling.
Oh, shot to the midsection by Chris Cayden. Taking advantage of the big opportunity. Like you said, the ultimate opportunist is Chris Cayden.
And the kick is good. Oh, my goodness.
My goodness, that was like a 60-yarder.
With plenty of room.
And wind.
Oh, my goodness.
Working over Uncle Skilsaw here is Chris Cayden. The tide has officially turned in this contest.
He raked the eye. He raked his eyes with his boot.
That hurts.
Oh, my goodness.
Cayden arguing here. Uh-oh. Uncle Skilsaw going for the throat. Got a hold of Cayden here. Up and down. Big choke slam from Uncle Skilsaw.
Where'd he get that from?
I'm not sure.
Oh, my goodness.
Still only good for 2, though. Chris Cayden got life left in him.
I'll tell you what, it's going to take a lot to beat Chris Cayden.
Oh, this we know for sure. Chris Cayden can overcome pretty much any obstacle. He's shown that over the years in Upstate Pro Wrestling for sure.
Like I said, he's an opportunist, but he's tough. I mean, he's taken beatings in the past.
Spit in the face and then a punch to back it up.
Oh, that is like the ultimate disrespect right there.
Yeah, you don't get much more disrespectful than that. But that's Chris Cayden's forte, though.
But I'll tell you what, that shows the hate between Defiance and Rhythm and Blues.
Oh, big spine buster out of nowhere from Uncle Skilsaw. Just buried Cayden. Still only good for
Arn
2,
Anderson
though.
would be so proud. Oh, my goodness. Well, that had impact. Chris Cayden's head snapped back on that mat. He has no idea where he is right now.
He hasn't moved since the impact. Skilsaw looking to take advantage here. What is he grabbing a hold of? He's got the man's thigh. Skilsaw's going to learn you never touch another man's thigh.
No, among other things. But yeah, Uncle Skilsaw right now in firm control, and Chris Cayden is in a bad way. He's going to have to dig down deep, but I'll tell you what, the brawler and fighter that Uncle Skilsaw is, he really hasn't given Chris Cayden a chance to catch his breath at this point.
Oh, just following up with those knee drops one after the other.
But that's what you're supposed to do. I mean, you're supposed to stay on your point. Oh, what a close.
Nice short arm shot there from Uncle Skilsaw. Remember, that's all legal in this contest. A choke does not count.
Man, I'll tell you what, the sloppy cover there by Uncle Skilsaw.
Uncle Skilsaw's probably a little bit worn because Cayden has got plenty of shots in this contest. It has been fairly even.
It has been fairly even. I mean, this has just gotten gotten dirty and nasty, and Uncle Skilsaw on the outside.
Skilsaw refused to be assaulted by these guys. He's trying his best to avoid it.
Well, you know what? Oh, again. Oh,
low blow on Callahan. Uncle Skilsaw's got no shame.
Oh, my goodness. Absolutely not.
All right, can Cayden take advantage of this opportunity out of nowhere?
But I'll tell you what, Cayden has had a little time here to catch his breath.
Stalking his prey. Oh, Skilsaw still gets a boot into the midsection. And another chop, but that one woke Cayden up. Oh, my goodness. Back and forth with these shots.
I mean, this is just a pure fight. I mean, the hatred between these two is just gone from, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 20 right now.
Oh, the Lumberjacks having their way with both men on the outside here. Maddock just having a good time with it.
Yeah, we got Milliman in there, we got Maddock. Yeah, they're...
Half the roster rips and flips. Everybody's out there.
Everybody's out there getting their own shots in.
I mean, wouldn't you want to see the conclusion to this, like you called it yourself, a blood feud?
Absolutely. I mean, at this point, it is a blood feud. I mean, the battles that they've had over the past months has culminated into this match right here, and you can plainly see it's beyond a blood feud right now.
Yeah, just beating the hell out of each other are these two men. That is steam from Uncle Skilsaw. Oh, took his head off in the corner. Cayden got that glazed look in his eyes right now. Shot after shot from Skilsaw.
Short arm clotheslines, and right now, Chris Cayden is just, he's out on his feet. It's like the lights are on, but nobody's home.
Every shot he melts a little bit further into that corner. Oh, and another.
Ooh.
Cayden's out.
Cayden is, oh, wow.
Spit coming from his mouth and everything. That's a sign of a man that's been concussed.
Ooh. I'll tell you what, the referee may have to step in here.
Drawing out that bow and arrow is Uncle Skilsaw. Oh, smart man. Cayden getting the ref in the way.
But I'll tell you what, that's an equally smart move by Skilsaw, avoiding the referee. Oh, my goodness, on the outside.
All right, Skilsaw in a precarious position once again while Chris Cayden recovers on the inside. Have you noticed Chris Cayden's been taking advantage of these Lumberjacks all night long?
Absolutely. You know what? And the interesting part is that he's had probably the most recovery time in this match with Uncle Skilsaw being on the outside. But Cayden has had trouble following up on it.
Oh, baseball slide caught Skilsaw right between the eyes.
Cayden attacking some of the Lumberjacks.
You know, they've helped him a lot in this contest. He should be a little bit more friendly towards these guys. What's Cayden doing?
Oh,
looking for some tools.
Yeah.
He's going to tell Uncle Skilsaw to have a seat.
There's your token chair.
I mean, I ask this question every time that we have a scenario like this, but Russ, who spends all this time putting all this hardware under the ring before the show?
That's a great question. That is an awesome question. Maybe Chris Cayden had something to do with that.
Could be.
You never know. You know.
I heard Maximo Suave's son's in the crowd tonight. I bet you he's involved.
Well, you know what's interesting? That's probably Chris Cayden's favorite chair. He never leaves home without it.
Well, apparently he never uses it because it's in perfect condition.
Hey, you never know.
Skilsaw buried him there. Skilsaw with the underhook, and down goes Cayden.
Oh my goodness.
This is a big opportunity for Uncle Skilsaw here. We're getting to that point where next move might win. Got the gut wrench. Can't get Cayden up though. Cayden kind of like dead weight at this point, trying to fight out of it.
Well, I'll tell you what, at this point in the match, both of these guys have just like, what a shot.
Just tossed that chair right in the mouth.
I'll tell you what, I think both of these guys are dead weight at this point.
Cayden caught him with that big knee right to the chin.
The fight that these two have put on, trying to execute a gut wrench suplex at this point, could be the toughest thing ever.
No one's got anything left here but Cayden. One last shot. Oh, knee right to the chin once more. That's got to do it. 1, 2, 3. Mercifully, this contest is over. Your winner, Chris Cayden.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what a fight. This was just a plain fight. This wasn't even a wrestling match.
No. 100% brawl, and both of these men are going to feel this in the morning.
And you know what? I don't even think it's over. I think we're going to have more from Defiance versus. Oh, look at this! Gave an extra shot.
Pure frustration, anger, and rage in the eyes of Chris Cayden, but nevertheless, he is victorious here in your main event atop of the class. Skilsaw hasn't moved.
No, neither of these guys. I mean, they're spent. They are just spent. I'll tell you what. We may hear from Mexico Suave and another member of Rhythm.
Yeah, you have to wonder. As decisive as this was, I don't know, there's still that hatred, like you said. Well, nevertheless, Chris Cayden victorious. Thanks for tuning into another episode of Top of the Class here on IWTV Live. We appreciate each and every one of you, and make sure you stay tuned to our social media accounts. Lots of good stuff coming. And I hear a rumor of a Christmas special coming up next month. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm Big Sean for Russ. We'll see you in a little bit.